This is our refillable notepad. This refillable notepad idea is mostly about having something you can use again all your life, having an aesthetic product where you can write down good ideas, because we think that your working environment is very much defining how well you can think, very much defining the quality of your ideas, and also in some certain cases defining your productivity, because the better you're organized, the better you're structured, the better, for example, if you are in a creative process, the faster you can note down your main idea, the more productive you are. I think the general idea is quite clear. You have a notepad base, and then you have refillable paper, which helps you not, for example, to write a classical notepad full, throw it away and start new. What we thought about now is how to further enhance this whole system. And what we came up with is a system of different sheets. So today I want to show you 5 sheets, and it would be very cool if you could note down your feedback, or if you can write down your feedback in the comments and tell us what you think about it, what we can improve, and what type of sheet you would think about, which we didn't present you today. So the first idea would be an obvious idea, to give you a to-do list. Like, you can just write down all your to-dos, you can check them. Maybe you also have some sort of performance bar in the top level, so it says like low, medium, high performance, or maybe you can track there how many tasks you have, how full of a day it is, and therefore your mindset already can adjust to it. If you have a lot of tasks, you will mostly focus on doing the most important task right now, maybe also the smaller tasks. And if your day is not as full as it could be, you may focus on things you wanted to work on last week, and you can then dedicate your time from today on these other tasks. So, for example, this bar, like, either it is a bar which we use as a concept in order to show you on a first glimpse how full the day is, or we can use it as a performance bar, like how good were you at solving your tasks for this day. And this is now one thing we already think about, because we do not want to make these cards redundant. Because if we look at our second concept, we call it reflection card, you can see that there are several elements, and one of these elements is also about the performance of the day, of how well you perceived yourself on that day. And we are not quite sure yet if it is redundant, because you use different type of cards for different use cases, or if it's a feature, because then you can choose which card you want to use on the day and do not lose the possibility to rate your performance of the day. So this reflection card is mostly about having a holistic well-being approach. How did you feel? What was your intention? Did you exercise? Did you drink enough? It should be a pathfinder for you to reflect on things where, in the most cases, most people do not take time for on a day. And therefore, this little card can help you to better reflect how the day went. And then on the next step, for example, you could write down what went good, what went bad, and why did you feel that way that day. Maybe you reflect, hey, this day was very good. And then you could write down, why was it very good? You can reflect for yourself on a further step, and maybe you come to the result that it was very good because your day did not have a lot of meetings. And then you look at our fourth card and you see, okay, for tomorrow looks pretty tight. There are a whole bunch of meetings, and you also wanted to do like a creative task or a bigger task where you need time to dedicate it on in order to first get into the topic, then conceptions or make a concept of something, working it out, speaking with people, taking your time, making a break. And maybe your reflection for today was that you need more time for bigger tasks. And if you see your calendar for tomorrow, if you write down the appointments for tomorrow, then make the derivation to reschedule your day for tomorrow, or to be more productive in total. And that's how we did this whole concept of the different cards. We thought, like, what synergies can we create between these cards, And the general idea is that you do not need all of these cards for all days, but there are certain days where you need the calendar, where you need the to-dos, where you need the reflection. There are others where you just need to-dos because it's just like a working off day where you just have maybe tedious tasks or maybe repetitive tasks, which you then continue and you just want to get motivated. Maybe sometimes it's all about reflection because you have a workshop or a whole meeting day or something. And with this modular system, we wanted to give you the flexibility to use those cards you really need on those days or on these days. I don't know, I speak English very bad, no grammar for me. And we have more ideas for more card sheets and also some special ideas we may talk about in the future, which is about bigger cards and stuff like that. But for now, I would say that was enough because it was already quite a lot of input. And yeah, we would be highly interested in your opinion. What do you think about the general system? What do you think about the different card concepts? What concepts were we not thinking about? And what would you change within the concepts we have presented you right now? Thank you, have a good day, and see you next video.